it's the same with anything else. You put your time in, like, you know, they say, what's it take? 10,000 hours, I think, is the thing to master anything.
Is this Citadel?
I mean, he's entered in a Citadel. Might be using
So there's a member
yeah,
Layson.
Layson is the
I think
no
the
pause
president of
tournaments.
No
Like
Pause.
he runs no pause. So maybe
Yeah.
what is happening is he is borrowing a Switch or an ID, maybe.
Or this could be Layson.
It could
Play.
be. I've never seen Citadel use Inkling, so
Neither have I. I've only seen
Yeah.
Ridley and some other characters. Never Inkling.
So-
I think I might take a bet here that this is Layson entering under Citadel.
Could be.
Although, just make a Smash.gg account. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I doubt
Someone-
it, man. I feel like
Either
Layson's
way.
been around for a while too.
He's good.
Yeah.
He randomly entered one of my double streams one time, and he was like playing random, like he wasn't missing a beat. So I was just like,
That's right.
"This guy's good. What the hell?"
Did he play Inkling?
He played. Well, we were just playing random characters.
Oh,
and stuff
randoms.
Like that.
That's
But
right. You just said.
he had like a really good, solid set of fundies too. But this Inkling's already putting in mad work against Sonicfiend, already up a stock, and that's not taking stocks quickly with Inkling is kind of hard, in my opinion. He has to kind of work for a lot of his kills.
Yeah, Inkling is a weird character because it's like they're a good character, but they're also one of those 9 to 5 characters where you kind of have to really know your stuff and land your like conversions. Oh no!
Oh no!
It's like got lost in the buttons or something. I don't know what happened, but
He just hit
did.
down and then come back up.
yeah, just I don't know. But yeah, so the thing is about Inkling is you have a lot going for you, but you also have a lot of frustrations with like just killing really quickly. Like there isn't really that stray hit option that carries you. Like back air, kind of weak. Up air, kind of weak. But like they're reliable if you do it from something else.
I feel like good Inkling players are a dying breed because there are characters that are just as good as Inkling, if not better, that require less effort or output from the player himself. Like Inkling's got to play neutral pretty hard. He's got great tools and great quick frame data and moves that are able to poke out the opponent, and his movement is fantastic as well. But there are just other characters with more of that wow factor or cheese factor, as more players like to say it. Like Inkling, he is putting in that 9 to 5. My man is putting on the tie every time he engages in neutral and stuff like that. Like you really have to outplay your opponent pretty strongly, and only really super cerebral players like Cosmos and Christmas are really able to make the character work. I feel like
I'm glad you mentioned Christmas.
He's so good,
That's
dude.
another player that like we've seen
He's
on a
really
local
underrated.
level, and we've even started like see go toe to toe with like players like Leon.
yeah.
And it's cool to see, but like on a mass scale, you just don't see it that much because outside of PGR level stuff, which is the cohesive things, everything else is kind of fragmented. And that that's only gotten to be. Actually, I don't know if that's improved. It probably hasn't improved online, to be honest. Just because I think everyone's mood for the game just really went down.
It's actually sad because I really enjoyed watching a lot of Inkling gameplay, but he's not, he's not really favored as a counterpick character because his matchup spread, I feel like, very accurately matches a lot of other characters in this game. I feel like he's just a character these days where people just don't know where to put him, and because there's not enough of them around, everybody considers their matchup to be winning against this character.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like,
I
no
could
one
be
sees.
wrong. I don't know.
No, I think you're on it because that's the thing is you don't see a character that much, so you just default them to being lower tier. And it's like there's been some level of like marked success for some of the other characters that are high tier, that are still considered high tier, just not online. But I don't think Inkling really hit that threshold really beyond Cosmos. And
Yeah,
maybe
I feel
Wishes
like
for
I feel like you
some-
hit the nail on the head with that one. Is that Cosmos just kind of pushed the character to its highest peak? I feel like, and after that point, even Cosmos is like, "I'm gonna pick up Pikachu and I'll have a better." And then Corrin came back, and he
Oh
was
god,
like,
that Corrin is so weird. That character feels so uncomfortable to use. And
There's still a lot of good Inklings out there, though. Like I'm looking at, I just pulled up the Ryuga Corrin real quick just to see. There's like still really good ones online out there, like Barking Frog from MDVA, Preem, City Boo 242 from Minnesota, Tony Pajamas. Like there's still good ones out there, but I feel like they're just kind of a rarity in terms of bracket appearances. I think a lot of them prefer to play offline rather than online.
Oh, I mean, who doesn't, right? It's
Net players.
true. Very true. Yeah, I mean, there are some. I'm gonna keep pitching this all day because it was really enlightening to me. If you haven't checked out Gimmer's little analysis on Twitter about online versus offline play, and you're kind of confused about it, just please look at it at BGBC_Gimmer. It literally breaks it down to like the frames it takes to react and why certain players are better online than offline, because those degrees of reaction now turn into reads because you know you have the input, or you know, just the internet delay. It's really interesting, and it makes a whole lot of sense, basically in light of the conversation we're having beyond that. Like there's a lot that gets affected with the online and even just like the overall character meta. So we're now at a point where we've seen this game played just as much online as we've seen it offline as far as time goes. In a couple months it'll be that case. I think in like another month, right?
Yeah.
In March. So,
oh my god, yeah. Are we really going to be lapping?
Soon. Very soon. Frostbite was in February. I think early February.
Last year. Holy
And that
moly.
was like the last main thing.
And this game's been out since 2018?
Yeah.
December, right?
December 2018.
And that's, so it's been...
You got a full year plus a month of that.
It's 2019. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, we're a full year past.
Or no,
really,
2020, sorry.
Yeah, dude, it really puts in perspective though, right? Think
1 year,
that.
1 day, right? That's the time frame. Holy moly, that's insane. When was the first like big offline tournament?
The first big offline, I think.
Or rather, online tournament, rather. I know Let's Make
off.
Moves is probably the first big one, and then the last big one was CEO Dreamland, technically.
I think Glitch was pretty close to being there too, and then there's the Quarantine series at one point. Those were like the main ones, and then everything kind of just... the train really went off the rails at that point.
Yeah, for real.
To put it simply. And then now we're in this really kind of weird fallout sort of...
Oh yeah, don't park on the grass.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah,
don't park on the grass as well.
Yeah, by the way, we got a Three Houses banger playing right now as Layson wraps up that stock.
Dude,
right
so
there.
Good.
This song is so good. I miss playing Three Houses so much.
Get back on it. It's so worth it.
I'm done, dude. I played like 400 hours of that game. I played every route. I played an extra golden deer route. I have juiced that game.
Did you do the whole maddening runs and all that?
I don't have the mental capacity to put up with that.
Dude, it's pretty worth. Like, I feel like I'm really playing the game because of that. And the thing is like it forces you to use all the things in the game.
I like playing the way I like to play was, I know not every unit is the best, so I played in a way where I could just use all the units, which is just pretty much just on normal the entire time. Because some units are just built different. Some are just better than others.
That's true. That's very, very true. There's a try-hard version of Fire with maddening.
Which is sick.
That is just a totally different game.
Dave has been streaming it lately, I think.
Yeah, he has been. He might be done for now, though. I think this is...
He's hit his limit.
Yeah, it may have been his... Although, who knows?
Either way, completely different game for what we saw game one. Sonicfiend definitely putting it to Citadel a little bit more this game. I don't know if it's Layson playing or if it's still Citadel. I've never seen the Inkling before. Oh my. No techies.
Yeah, no techies, and I'm not sure either. I think that's going to remain a mystery for a little bit, unfortunately for us. But in either case, this is now Game 3 situation officially.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I will say, though, to Citadel, I have seen Citadel use... I'm trying to remember who the other character was pretty effectively one day.
He's a multi-character specialist, right?
Yeah, so like I wouldn't be surprised if this was just Citadel, honestly.
Maybe his Switch membership ran out or something, and he was like, "Yo, can I copy your account real quick, bro?"
That happens. I know that happens a lot. Because a lot of times we'll see Beast entered as like
he enters under lyrics.
Yeah, or just at least in the arena as lyric. I think it was last week we saw that.
Yeah, and before that he used Kaminas.
Dude, I love that. That's like one of my favorite relationships is Beast and Kaminas.
Oh yeah, that was a big offline.
It's honestly adorable.
It's so. I miss the tri-state offline dynamics because there's so much goon energy in one venue when Philly, New Jersey, and New York are all in one area together.
Yep.
And at a major, it's magnified tenfold. So it's just like.
Yeah, it's definitely a sight to behold.
Come to Tri-State if you want to have a good time. That's all I'm saying.
So that's always been the case, and that's why I think even some of the online events have a little bit of that sauce. At least I like to think that this one does to some degree, because I could at least tell you about all the things that have happened, even if you can't necessarily experience them right now. But
there's a strong sense of community still, even online. I think Twitter has been a great platform for everyone to kind of stay connected, as well as just like, you know, there are real friendships out there in Smash. You know, we don't just go to tournaments. People hang out offline as well with fests and stuff like that, and talk to each other and party. Like Smash runs deeper than just the game.
yeah, absolutely, and I think that's always going to be the case, even if online isn't, or I'm sorry, offline isn't here for a while longer. So I think the online community is kind of doing stuff like that, and there we go, seeing the roller and up smash. I think that's the second or third time we've seen that this set.
Yeah, we got the color change too. My man was not feeling safe enough, so he put on a helmet.
Yep, wanted to go matchies with Sonicfiend with the purple ults.
There we go. Coordination.
I always appreciate it. Yeah, so it's crazy how like kind of volatile these two look, because this is the opposite of the last game, and then which was the opposite of the game before that. So if the pattern continues, things looking pretty good for Layson, or I'm saying Layson, things looking pretty good for Citadel. But
he's keeping up really well with Sonicfiend right now. Like, keeping up with Sonic is really hard because a lot of characters get locked down, but because of the mobility that Inkling has, like Citadel's just been able to keep up super duper well.
I think, yeah, that's true. We've been seeing Citadel kind of chasing down Sonicfiend a lot of time. That was a really good option from Sonicfiend, because that probably could have been another stock if they got rollered again.
Oh, it's scary.
Oh, wow. Air
got
dodge
popped
through it.
Good tech again. Wow. Really good stuff from Citadel right here, just refusing to die whatsoever. The full screen roller, you'll have to see it.
Yeah, just paint the whole stadium.
That's the name of the game.
Yep.
It also, you know, people forget, I think, that also that once you put down the ink, it does slow down characters. So
fantastic tech. And yeah, you're right. I think that the ink really does get, I feel like the properties sort of get forgotten. Yeah, this is really intense ledge play.
Yo, he won't die.
Yeah,
he just did, but
it took a while. I feel like Sonicfiend really had the sweat there. Looks like they're definitely trying to bait out that roller maybe, but finding all of that space back that they lost in the first stock, or not all of it, but getting there.
I feel like Sonicfiend is starting to catch on to the fact, though, that Citadel's maybe not enduring as hard and is trying to fish for that roller kill a little too much. So as a result, they're putting themselves in as much of a corner as possible so they can react to like the mid space roller really well. Yeah,
and yeah, because I feel like there's been points now where we're seeing Sonicfiend almost kind of bait out the roller, spin dashing for a while, and then just jumping straight up until the roller comes their way. So, that time just clashing.
Wow.
Yeah, this
is Citadel staying on him, not letting him have too much room to breathe whatsoever.
The pace has kind of changed a little bit. Now it's you can kind of see some of the direness of I don't want to go to losers bracket coming out from both ends, because it was really, really aggressive up front, and now we're seeing a little bit more kind of swapping places on stage, and that's again with these really good techs on the spring.
What coverage?
Yeah, Sonicfiend kind of had everything covered there, and you know, despite all of the work coming out from Citadel just to stay alive, there's only so much you could do.
I just feel like Inkling doesn't always necessarily have to kill the roller, although he can right now. Oh no, not getting the sweet spot of that out of the berry right there. Like, Inkling still has other kill tools, like a good back air off stage or a good forward air. You know, you don't always have to rely on roller to really clean up your stocks for you. I think Restraint is like a good name of the game for a lot of Inkling players, because you have your win condition, but it's not the only win condition you have. The other win conditions just take a little longer to develop.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sonicfiend though. Oh, he just got oh my god. Oh my. Okay. I almost lost my marbles there for a second. My man almost just died at 0 to the ink, not being able to make it back. But luckily Sonic has an immaculate vertical in his recovery. Yeah,
that's the one thing. Some characters could survive like little things like that, and then you have the ones that really can't. And yeah, that can't really do anything with that yet, but does have Sonic covered in ink. And I guess
that's true.
You wouldn't, you know, you could actually see the difference in how fast Sonic runs on the stage.
My man looking like a Van Gogh painting right now. Getting inked up.
All right, let's see what the play is here. A few more percent, and I'm gonna say this favors Citadel to some end.
Oh,
not just for the lead, but for something like that, which didn't kill. Wow, that's a little bit.
Oh, the 2-frame. Yes,
really well
great
played.
capitalization right there from Citadel. Just knew exactly what they needed to go for. No jump left, so the only option was to fade in, and that's it. You got it. You just got to wait for those opportunities. Inkling can go off stage pretty hard as well. So really good stuff to Citadel right there. I love the Inkling. Really good play here.
Because after that, like, it would have been really easy to just be, oh crap, not dead. Kind of held the composure and played strong, and that's a good thing, because I feel like if Sonicfiend got back, like, that's the kind of match where it's like Sonic gets some space and somehow ends you. But Citadel hanging on there.
Because if he let him back, that could have been bad.
Oh yeah.
But he totally capitalized, which is what you need to look out for. Don't be afraid to go off stage, guys. It's so good. It's so good.
Use your resources, go off stage, do everything that your character can do.